Did Apple bounce recently? I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say no because it did get within a couple of percent of hitting the support line. But if we look at the volume, there's just not a lot of positive indication that any of this price action is particularly meaningful. It had a good run up several weeks ago. It looked like it was potentially going to retest the previous all-time high, but it just never could quite get up there. And then it's just been falling, and the general market has been falling. And this is one good reason to watch the indices, because the indices can give a lot of insight into the momentum of individual stocks. While I don't feel particularly bearish about Apple, I don't feel particularly bullish at the moment either. The volume is weak and it's just meandering. Now, this last touch that happened back in early March, that was a very strong bounce. And it didn't do a completely steady climb, but in the big picture, it had a pretty solid climb. I'm not getting the same sense for this quasi bounce here. You can see that the volume around this third touch is a lot greater. And yes, there are down days for volume and up days for volume, but there's a lot of activity. And that activity is going to result in some kind of price movement. And it did. It went up quite a bit. But lately, the large volume activity has been down volume. There hasn't been a lot of positive volume on up days. And that's what makes me less bullish on Apple at the moment. But it's not because of Apple. It's mostly because of the broad market is not bullish. The broad market is tired, and there are a lot of indications that are saying we might be correcting for a bit. On Friday, Apple did close about 2.5% above this. I guess we can call it a quasi bounce. Not really a bounce, but it's about 2.5% above that. That's on a down day. It's just not a good sign. I am not going to put money into Apple yet. Normally on a bounce, this would be an opportune time to put some money in because there's a lot of upside. I'm not getting the sense that that's what this opportunity is. I think this is an opportunity to be patient and wait for some larger volume. When we see a bounce on large volume, that is an opportune time to put money in. If you have any questions about Apple, other stocks, or technical analysis, please put them down in the comments section below and I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any stocks you'd like me to analyze, put those in the comments section and I'll do a video on them next week. Please subscribe to get all of our latest videos, and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.